If you can hear me, just say hi so that I will know if I should go ahead or not. Please, if you can hear me, just say hi. If you can hear me, say hi. Am I loud enough or we need more? Hello, this is Mom of Things. If you know you can hear me, say hi. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, if you can hear me, say hi. Welcome to Mom of Things Life. Welcome to Mom of Things Life. If you know you can hear me, just say hi. This life is going to be an hour stretch long life, and I really want you to follow us step by step because this is going to be a storytelling class, how to imbibe morals, and above all, integrity. This is what your children need in this generation. That morals have been dumped in the gutter. Sorry, I'm using gutter. Hello. If you are present, say hi. If you are present, please say hi. Hello. Welcome to our life with Mom of Things, and I'm glad you can join. If you can join, I will appreciate. Please join. Please join. Please join. If you are live, please say hi, 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 hi. I need somebody to tell me that he or she is on board so that I can continue. If you're on board, thank you. Please, you can give me a hi so that I will know that you're on board. Just say hi, drop a message, and I'll really be very happy if you can stay to the end of this life. It will really give me great joy that I have people watching Mom of Things. If you can hear me, just say hi that you can hear me. Please drop a comment. I'm just waiting to hear that you are on board. Because today we are going to be talking on a very sensitive topic, an important topic that every home should practice or everyone in the house should practice. Please, if you are here, just say hi, 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 hi. I need comments. I really need us to put a comment. Please say hi. Please say hi. Are you hearing me? Is anyone hearing me? I want to know if anyone is hearing me. Well, thank you for those online. I'm grateful for you guys being online. Please just say hi if you come across this live. Please say hi. I'll really be grateful. Please say hi. Hello, you can hear me. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate, I appreciate, I appreciate, I appreciate. Thank you so much. This live is going to be about an hour long, and I will really appreciate if you can tell other of your friends to join this live because it's going to be something worth listening and educative. Because this period of where morals are not being taught in our homes, and also we find out that to get a child that has morals is very difficult now, especially with this generation. It is very important that we as parents we imbibe integrity in our children. our teenagers, because these are people that represent us outside. The children actually are the ones that represent us outside. And if you understand the popular saying that you cannot give what you don't have, and that is, if you are a parent, that sentence or that statement is for you, because you cannot teach your children what you are not living. So that is why I'm saying integrity should be a watchword in our homes. And it is one thing that we should imbibe in our children too. Because when they go out, it is you, the parents, that will be proud because of the statement you'll be hearing. God bless the parent of this child that has imbibed integrity in this child or in this teenager. And remember, if somebody calls you and say, God bless you for your child, sending in for you to train your child this way, you'll be so happy, because when you look at what is happening now in this generation, it is once you will know that we've thrown away integrity. The only thing that is remaining is just I don't know how I'm going to put it, so that if your child exhibits such, then you'll be very happy. And if you are new to this live, you've not subscribed to my channel, this is Mom of Teach channel, where we talk about parenting and parenting teenagers. And somebody said, why teenagers? Teenagers are these are our futures of tomorrow. You see, when you get it right in their teenage age, when they now grow to an adult, they don't have issues. Then you can boldly say and beat your chest that yes, this is my child. How many parents can boast and say this is my child, even in an adult age? So when you get it right in their teenage age, it will not be difficult for them to exhibit that righteousness, that rightness you've taught them in their teenage age when they grow up. That is why you see some people, when they are outside and something is happening, they will tell you, no, don't call that person, because that child was being trained during his or her teenage years. That child was being imbibed so many good things. So if you are new to this channel and you've not subscribed, this is me, Mom of Things, telling you that please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give us a like, and also please drop a comment. Is there question? There are rooms for questions. You can drop your questions and I'm going to be answering it. Like today, I'm telling you that integrity is what I'm talking about today. And we also have exciting videos that after now you can also go there and check and see how to parent your children. Yeah, like my recent one, which talk about also integrity and how to start talking to your children about sex is a very educative topic. And if you go there, I believe you will learn one or more things about how to talk to your children about sex, because that is one thing parents shy away to talk about. You can just imagine you opening your mouth and say, I want to talk about sex with you, my daughter. And the whole thing will just look like a laughing thing. So if you know you are finding it difficult, or you know someone that is finding it difficult to raise sex issue to their teenagers, they can watch that video and see how the person will start improving. So now, today's topic, we are talking about integrity. First of all, what is integrity? You see, I watched a video, and the man defined integrity in the simplest form that even the layman will understand. So I'm going to be defining integrity the same way that man, because if we say we should start speaking grammar today, so many people might not understand. So let's break it down the same way you will understand. So what is integrity? Integrity in a simple manner is doing the right thing even when no one is there. So to your children, if you want to tell them what is integrity or define integrity to them, is doing the right thing even when mommy and daddy is not there. So now, let this be a national anthem in your home, that whenever you do something, please Make sure that you are doing it rightly, not because mommy and daddy is present. When mommy and daddy is not there, can you do the right thing? Because actually, if you want to talk about parenting, you cannot score your parenting. It is your children that people will score to score you. So if you start telling them that you have to do the right thing, even while you are not at home, because mommy is not there, daddy is not there. So you have to do the right thing. And with you doing the right thing, you will see that people will start applauding your parents and telling them that they did a job well done. So let this be a national anthem, like I said. It should be something that in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the night should be sung in the home. And not just only singing it like just a normal national anthem. It should also be something that is being practicalized. So now that we know the definition of integrity, why integrity? I will start by a story, and I have several stories I'm going to bring to this video. Please watch to the end. And if you know you have not subscribed, please just click on the subscribe button and I will be grateful. First and foremost, I will start by a story that was told of recent. You see, someone he started a job of recent. And 2 days after he started a job, they stole a huge sum of money in the manager's office, 800,000. And while everyone was talking and pointing finger, this new guy said nobody should point this finger to him. He just started work and he knows himself that they can go and ask round that they know that he cannot take that money, that they should please do their findings very well. You see, why everyone was doing win, as trying to get, is he the new guy? Money has never gotten missing until this new guy came in. The guy still stand on his word and said, I am not the one that took this money. Can you people please do your job and make sure you fish out the person? His word still remains that I am not the one that took it. After several days, they finally found the person that took the money. And that was how they started apologizing to him. You see, integrity has saved that guy. And another part of the story that came was when they now went to ask, they went to the guy's street to start asking questions. Do you know this person? How is he? Everybody was repeating the same thing. That guy cannot steal your money. We know him. And these are not family people. These are people in the streets that knows the boy very well. You see how integrity saved that boy. And now guess who is the most happiest among them? The parents of the boy. They were so happy that what they taught their son has now materialized when their child went to look for a job. Imagine if they have come to the streets and everybody keeps saying the same thing. Hold on, if it be now so in life be. How would it have looked like? You find out that integrity will save you when nobody is there. Please pick this as circle it. Integrity will save you when nobody is there. And if truly he was the one that stole it, 800,000 is a big money, especially in this our current state in our nation. Do you know where that guy would have been now? The money they would have even spent trashing that case would have even been bigger than the money he stole. The integrity kept him. So you see the reason why I'm telling you that you should try as much as possible to make sure you imbibe integrity in your children. So the guy is vindicated and he started work. until they now remember that there was a CCTV in the office, and they brought out the CCTV. That was how they caught the person that took the money. So you see why integrity. Another one is this. This particularly happens to me. I know a lot of you watching will be surprised. This happens to me. You see, there was this place I work, and I was having issues with my assistants. So then I was still going for my postgraduate school, and one day I briefly rushed into the office. While I came, I didn't meet anybody there. So I did what I want to do and I left. The next day, because I was not on duty, I didn't actually stay. So the next day, I was called upon that there were some serology strips that were mixing. Over 15. That my assistant said she counted it and she heard that I came. So she doesn't know if I'm the one that took it and I'm the only one that entered the facility. In fact, when I got called, I felt pissed. And I was like, even if I want to carry, will I carry almost 15? To do what? Am I going for an outreach? And everybody keeps saying, because I was the person that entered last. So the accusing finger was pointing at me. But I thank God for my MD. He said, please, they should rethink again. Apart from me, who else entered the facility? That there's something he knows that I cannot do it. And when I came, I told them, if I want to carry those things, I will not be silly enough to pack something that will be obvious. And moreover, what do I want to do with such? And I told them, and I told my assistant, please do the needful. Look for it. You are the one on duty since so and so time. Account for it because it is not me. That was where other people started saying, she cannot do it. Oh, it is not her. It is not possible. It is not possible. And last, someone else entered the lab. When the person gets to know that I was in the facility, the person took the back door, left and kept and hid it somewhere. It was when they were looking for it, that was where they saw where the person tied it and kept it. Imagine if I had this dubious character. If integrity wasn't my watchword, imagine the embarrassment I would have gotten. Or imagine if everyone in the facility has known that, she can do it. It is what she has been doing. The public disgrace I would have gotten is not something that anyone could have imagined. That is why I'm telling you, integrity matters. And now, before I go to the last two stories, you as a parent, you have to first of all have this integrity before you start telling your children how to imbibe integrity, or before you start imbibing integrity in your children. Like I said, you cannot give what you don't have. So now you don't have integrity. You are preaching what you don't practice. And you remember these children, these teenagers, they watch what you do. And it is from what you do that they learn. So for them to easily grab this integrity, you have to show it. And I know that there are so many factors that could lead us as an adult not to show integrity or not to have integrity. And this thing might be some of the things that you cannot tell your children. Reason be that they've seen you do it all the time. And now you are telling them, hey, do what I do. Do what I say and not what I do. It will not work when it comes to them. So now let's imagine, let's give for example, you keep telling them, don't tell lies. You can't tell me lies. I don't like it. That is not a way to show that you have integrity. Why will you be lying? It's a good one, oh. But tomorrow, when something happens to you and they say you should come and talk as an adult, and you form the whole lie, and your children are saying, bet, mommy, this is a lie, you. And you're telling them, shut up, shut up. I'm just saying it to cover up something. And next tomorrow, when your son lie, you are the one hitting the child that you cannot lie. Lying is a sin that whoever lies go to hellfire. You are not living by example. And you are not doing the right thing in parenting. I know once in a while we adults we lie just to cover things, because even Bible say you should have wisdom, because there are some things you cannot say outrightly. But if you must do it, don't do it in their presence, because there is no way they will not remind you of your sins. They are the easiest people to remind you of your sins when they want to judge you. So that is why I am telling you, let integrity be your watchword. And sometimes in the working place, some of the things that will make you as an adult not to tell the truth or throw away your integrity. I give you a scenario. There is an issue in the office, and you know who did it. And you also know that you are part of the people that did that thing. And now they are quarreling. They are looking for the person that did it. You see why integrity should be your watchword. And one of the reasons why integrities will keep giving us, one of the reasons why most of us, we don't imbibe it in us is fear. You see, like as I was saying, at the end of the day, they are looking for who did it. But you will not say it. And everybody will be punished. You rather wish that everybody is punished than for you to be punished alone or sacked. But if they want to recommend something that you only peeped and look, not that you're a part of it, you will tell them, add me, join them, because it's recommendation. That aside. So now we want to say, why should you teach your children integrity? Like if you go to my Facebook page today, I dropped a video on integrity. And there is something I said. In a house, in a home, we all know our children, we know their character. And some of them, they've exhibited some character for over a long period of time, that when something is happening, you don't need to shout, you just call the person, hey, Mr. A, come here, I know you are the one that did it. And maybe as at that time, it is not even Mr. A that did it. But because you've known that it is Mr. A that is always doing it, you will not even bother looking for the person that did it. You just, come and tell me what happened. And even when Mr. A is telling you, Mommy, it is not me, I did not do it, nobody will tell you. Nobody will defend that child, or no matter what that child says, you will not listen, because you know, and you know fully well that is that child's character. The only thing that will save that child is if somebody comes up to own up to that thing. No matter the cry, no matter the beating, no matter how that child tells you that he is not the one, you will not believe it. So imagine such a thing. This is inside the house. You will not believe. Oh, neither will the siblings also believe, except there is somebody that actually did it and say, oh, he's not the one, I'm the one that did it. That is when you will believe that child just in that moment. Oh, not that if anything still happen tomorrow that you will not call that child. That is why it is important to have integrity. That is happening in a home. What about if that child now goes to school? They stole something and everyone is pointing accusing finger. Yes, it is Job that did. It is Job that always steals. Yes, let's call him. You see where the problem is? Everybody now knows that Job is the one that steals. But at that time, it might be that it is not Job that stole it. It will only take the person that did that, God's grace and the universe, to vindicate Job that he is not the one that did that thing. You see why you should tell your children to have integrity. Okay, it's a good one. Has something ever happened and they come to your neighborhood and they say, we came to ask about this person. How is this person in this neighborhood? The only thing that will save that person is if that person has integrity. If everyone keeps saying negative thing about you, and even when you know you are not wrong, you actually did not do it, it becomes a problem. And that is the reason why you must imbibe integrity in your children. Because when you are not there, it is that integrity that will save that child. We've had issues of jungle justice. Yes, especially in my country, jungle justice is one thing that is common. But you see, integrity have saved so many from jungle justice. I watched a video on the internet, and the guy was explaining how, if not that somebody that knows him and knows his family, that was how they would have ended him. Because somebody quickly pointed an accusing finger and said, no, he's the one that did it. And while they were beating and trying to put the tire on him, somebody now shouted, no, it can't be him. I know this person. I know and Richards, not be him, wanna find him. Imagine if it was the other way around. And the truth is this, he was innocent of it. He just strolled out and said, let me go and get something. And that was how somebody pointed accusing finger and said, he's the one. I saw him. And at the end of the day, that was how he would have ended. But guess what saved him? Integrity. And never allow people to know you are true. When you are bringing up your children, please never bring them up with a double standard. It is not good. Don't bring when you are asking them, just tell me the truth. Even if mommy is going to beat you, tell me the truth. And let the truth be the watchword in them. Please, it is very important. And if you are new to this channel, this is Mom of Things, and this is our life on integrity today. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Give us a subscribe, a like, and also drop a comment. And if you have a question, please do so. I will be very grateful. So we are talking on integrity, and I'm saying it is a watchword, and it is one thing you should try as much as possible to imbibe in your children. So there is another one. You see, something happened in the streets one day, and actually I will start faulting the whole story from the parents. You see those parents that wake up in the morning And they will tell their children, look for what you will eat, oh, I'm off to the market. And by the time they will be coming back home is around 10 p.m. By that time, the children have slept, and there's actually nothing you need at that time. The mom has already eaten in the market. Her own is just come, take a bath, and sleep. Until something happens to one of her son. They said they caught him stealing. And they so much beat that boy. It was a neighbor that said, please, you people should wait. Let the mom come. Whatsoever he has stole, they will repay it back. When the mom came and they told the mom everything, the mom could not defend his son. Reason being that he doesn't even know how the son is living. So, how would that child know anything about integrity? Let's even leave that one. Even if that child did not do that thing, who will defend the child? Who? Nobody. That is why I am saying, no matter how busy you are, please, there are some things you should do. And integrity is what you are busy. We know you need to fend for them. Please, once in a while, sit them down. Tell them, I might not be around, but make sure you have integrity. It is very important. The God that saved that boy that day was because someone that knows the mom was pleading and said, I don't know whether the boy did it too, but I am only begging you, please, whatsoever he has told, the mom will repay it. They shouldn't end him. Another thing I want to say, if the child does not have integrity, it is the fault of you, the parents, because you are not there to teach the child what he or she should know. So if you have any question on integrity, please, can you drop a question? I will be very grateful. There is another story I would like to talk about integrity. I have a friend that called me and said, my sales girl steals and I don't know why she's stealing. The most unfortunate part or the interesting part of the whole story is there are 4 salespersons in that office. When you ask this one, who did it? This one will say, no, I am not. This one will say, I am not. This one will say, I am not. Everybody keeps saying, I am not. Then, you see, how did she get to know the person that is doing it? Everybody, every of the salesperson, so that it will not be too overwhelming on them coming from Monday to Saturday. They split it that, oh, you will work today, I will work tomorrow. That's how they just split it among themselves so that they will all have time. Even if the work is overwhelming, they are ready so that everybody will have time to rest. That was how she now decided to say, okay, we will know the person that is doing it. On your shift, write the amount. And when the next person comes, the person should also write the amount they met in the coffer. So, after successfully doing it for a month, even after then, after she has raised alarm, money was still missing. That was when they got to know that it was one of the girls that was stealing the money. And even when she asked, the girl was like, no, they now gave her all the evidence that were on ground that said, you are the one taking it. And immediately she called the girl's mom. It was nothing. The woman did not deny it all. He said, I know. And that was why she called me and said, can a mother know that the child is stealing and she didn't do anything about it? I laughed. I said, the mother might know, but it might be a problem. She said, the mother just said, how much is it? I'm going to pay. Please don't broadcast it. Well, so many factors actually contributed. But you can imagine a mother knowing fully well that her child steals. So, you see, it is very important to imbibe integrity in your children. Even if that girl has issue, what I expected the mom to do is, please, my child has this issue when it comes to this. Make sure you don't leave this. Make sure you don't do this. Or if it is missing, you discover, I tell her to quickly return it. That's what I expected the mom to do. But she just said, you can tell her to go and I will pay everything she has stolen. It's a painful thing for a mother and a mother of a teenager for that matter. I know sometimes doing it is very, very difficult. But if you start now and you start imbibing it in them, before they become an adult, they might get what you are saying. And it will really, really go a long way for them. So, I want to tell you that integrity is not something you should play about when it comes to your children and parenting. It's one thing you should hold dearly, and it is one thing you should learn to see, and not just showing it to your children. You as a parent should also live it. Give them an example. Live as an example. I know the society of nowadays is something that makes it difficult for us to do such, but it is not too late to start it. You see, that is why you see some people will see money and they will still come and tell the person that I saw money, and they will bring it out. It's because that child has integrity. If you go to that child's home, they've already said anything that does not belong to you, don't take it. You see, I can't end this video without telling you what integrity has actually done to me while I was growing. I attended a girls' school, and you know those days, if you grow up those days, they will tell you because of the population of children, they will split morning and evening section when you are going to school. So practically, I fall on this evening section, the afternoon section. There was this day, no, I fall on morning section, not afternoon section, because I was already in senior secondary school. So there was this day, I went to school very early because I was among the people that were going to sweep the classroom that day. So after sweeping, while we got there, we only two sweeping. So because it's a 3-row, we've already shared it. In the process of trying to share, okay, you sweep this row, me sweep this row, another person came in, and so we designated the 3rd row to the person. So I was to sweep the middle row. While sweeping the classroom, I noticed there was a folded paper on one of the bench on the ground. I kept sweeping it, but something was telling me, open it. Because you know paper now is school, so they must tear paper na normal thing. That was how I used my broom, because I was scared, because the way the thing was wrapped, I was like, oh, maybe it's all these people that normally comes to school in the night to take drug, and that's how most time they will wrap it and wrap it and wrap it. So I just told myself, okay, let me open it, and I used the broom to try as much to open it, but it wasn't opening. So I had to carry the cane that the teacher uses to poke it open because I was so scared to open it because the way the thing was wrapped, it was heavy. So I opened it. Immediately I opened it, that was how money spread up everywhere. I remember we were three. Others have not come. Guess what the other two were saying? You don't hit jackpot to see money. They were the one picking it. I was so scared because I had this in, when you were growing up, they would tell you don't pick money. If you pick money, you go change to tortoise. So I had that thing that if I touch the money, I go change to tortoise. So because of that, I was so scared of touching the money. They were the one not picking the money. And they picked it and they gave it to me. I told them no. They were like, no, take it. It's yours. Nobody will see it. And we will not even say anything about it. I told them I cannot take it. Now, not because I will change to tortoise, because if I was going to change to tortoise, those two must have already changed to tortoise. But I told them that it's against my upbringing that for me to carry money, and not just 100 naira, not 200, it was in thousands. I cannot take it. They were like, okay, let's split it into three and let it be that it's only three of us that will know about it. Even the me was like, I'm not part of it. If people want to take it, I don't have issues. But you see me, how will I go and explain to my mom that I have this money? What did I sell? What did I buy? That was what was in my mind, because there is no way that money will follow me home that my mom will not know. Because I will act strangely that she will be asking me, what do you do? They were not like, if I'm not going to take, that means they can't take it, because definitely it will not sit well. At the end of the day, I now collected the money. I counted the money. It was 30-something thousand as at then. I was now asking myself, what will I do with the money now? Firstly, there was no name written on the paper to know who owns the money. And this is a class, and imagine a class of 50 persons. So 50 pupils or students in that class. So how will you now start asking who has this money? And remember, I was on money section, and this thing happened afternoon section. The person that lost this money, or whoever owns the money, or what happened, is from afternoon section, not money section. So an idea just popped into my head. Then there was no phone, there was nothing. I had to now go to our vice principal. I went to the principal. He said, principal traveled for an official something. So it was the vice principal that was around. I can't forget my vice principal, Madu Jim. This is Madu Jim. Immediately she saw, she said, wow, then why didn't you take it and run? I was like, ma, why will I take it and run? That the money is not mine. And the first prayer she prayed was to pray for my mom, my parents that brought me up. I said, if it was somebody else, now here you take here, say the money enter here, and it has gone. I said, no, man, I can't do it because the money is not mine. And this is not even 100 naira, 200 naira, or 1,000 naira that I can say, okay, maybe the person lost the money for anything. Train your children with integrity, and you will never regret it. That was how they collected the money. Later on, it was now rumored, they now announced it on the assembly ground, that in case you know anybody looking for money, the person have to come with proof. The person had to come with what the money is meant for and how they got the money. If possible, come with your parents to know. That was when we now knew that, news started flying. That was when the news started flying that the afternoon section, there was a girl they gave enrollment fee for her JSC. So she kept it under her locker. By the time she came back, she didn't see the money again. It was wrapped in a paper. That she was now accusing her seatmates of stealing the money. That as we speak, they've gone to Tradomedica, the native doctor's place, to go and swear and do so many things for who took the money. That the girl cried her eyes. That before her parents could give her, and that money, because of late enrollment, that was how that money became that. That before the parents could give her that money, it took time. And I'm like, Really. The girl had to come with her parents, come with proof. The junior secondary school, because it now involved teachers in the junior, they were now like, yes, that the money was actually for the girl, that this is what and what transpired, that so many people have been accused wrongly because of that money. So imagine if I have taken the money and ran away and say, God don't bless me. Somebody else would have been facing the issue. That was how they gave the girl her money. And she thanked me, the parents and everyone, they all thanked me. Well, I didn't really know what I actually did. I just felt it was just the normal thing that normal thing that ought to have been done. But guess what? My first award in my life came from that particular thing I did. That when Rotary Club of Benin then heard about it, they called me for an award. Even when it's NNPC that time, SPDC, Abi, what they call them, that was how they called me for an award, because who here and go say they still get children where they do something like this. Is it possible for somebody to see such an amount of money and return it? This is a real life story. If you go to Yoruba Girls, my set, those that can remember will tell you that this thing actually happens. So that is why I'm telling you. Integrity. And guess who was the most happiest the day I was collecting the awards? My parents. Because you could see the way they were praising them for bringing up a child that has integrity and well behaved. So, my dear, integrity pays. And if you're a parent, you come across this video, this life, please try as much as possible. Watch from the beginning to the end. It will save you and it will do a lot in your home. Integrity has brought goodies to people. Integrities had made people go far. I remember the girl that saw thousands of dollars in the hotel room that Davido gave money. The Canadian embassy gave her PR for free. It was integrity. That girl would have carried that money and left. But integrity saved that girl. And as you can speak, she has the money that she would have stolen. And she had so many gifts, and so many people were using her as a brand ambassador because of integrity. If you know you are watching and you've not started imbibing integrity in your children, start it now, because it is something that you will forever be grateful for. And I don't know why I chose this topic, integrity, because I feel the teenagers of this generation really need to know what integrity is, because a lot of them they are living I don't care attitude, whether it be your fine, whether it not be your fine. No. And if your child is living a wayward life that does not imbibe integrity, you as a parent should be held responsible, because a child that has integrity now will become an adult that everyone will trust. And not just trust, he will have values. And that values will be one thing that might lead him to success. And somebody will say, oh, I have lived the life. My parents have taught me, but it never paid. It never paid. But the way you feel that it never paid, or maybe because you've never started having money or goodies, but it has saved you a whole lot of trouble. Because if you see where not having integrity has put a lot of people, if you go to the prison yard, you will see some people, it was just because of one thing that they did not do, that they were alleged that it was that person that did it, that landed that person in where they are today. But if there was integrity, people will stood and said, we know this person. I will end by giving this story. I know I've not shared it with anybody before. I have a friend that the father is a policeman. During my young years, you say the father came one day and decided to call all of us to tell us something that transpired. The dad is late now. To tell us something that transpired. He said they caught 3 armed robbers. There were 4. Caught 4 armed robbers. No, they were 3 because the 4th person was the one they alleged. They caught 3 armed robbers. And while they were torturing them, he was in firing squads. So he was in charge of firing. So while they were torturing them to tell them their gangs, they now mentioned somebody's name. They mentioned the guy's name, and that was how they went and picked the guy up. Meanwhile, immediately they picked the guy. They started torturing him. He kept telling them that he doesn't even know what happened, that he is not. They said, no, your name was mentioned. He said it was a blackmail, that he is not. No matter what that boy said, nobody believed him. And you know why? There was nobody to back up their claim. Meanwhile, his parents did not even know that he was being picked. They were looking for him. When this guy will complain that, no, I am not, they will go and meet the other guy and tell that he say he's not. They will tell he's a lie, he's a monk. Guess what? It was because of beef with this other guy. And when he was caught stealing, he needed to just torture the guy and mention his name. Integrity will save you. After several torturing, several days and weeks, the boy was begging, okay, just call my parents. Tell people. They refused. He was in charge of firing squad. That's my friend's father. And that was how, when they were firing, to just tell you how life, when they were firing, the boy was the first they executed. They were still saying that this guy has more people to confess. So because of that one, they didn't fire that guy. It was after a month, the guy now said, that person I mentioned his name is innocent. And they said, what? He said he's innocent. We are having beef. I had a quarrel with him. And because of that, I decided to mention his name. My friend's father cried. And they told him they've wasted him already. He shouted, why? The guy they caught in armed robbery shouted, why? That the guy is innocent. You see why? And during this period, there was nobody to come out to say, oh, this boy is innocent, apart from his parents. So they were just believing what the boy was saying because nobody to come out, even when they asked, nobody to prove. The boy actually is living a wayward life in the street, but he wasn't stealing. But everybody just feel, oh, now wayward picking. So if he be say he actually do one, it was until that the main criminal confessed and said the way when they told him they've executed him, the way he shouted, they said this boy cried and said, you people would have done it to me, not to him, because he is innocent. I only had a quarrel with him. That's why I mentioned his name. So, integrity pays, and living a right life pays. So, if there is nothing that you've learned here, please take this. Yes, does integrity affect? It does the environment. It does environment influence integrity? Yes. Environment influence integrity in a very big way. Very big way. You see, you cannot say you want to teach it, you want to imbibe integrity in your children's life, and you are living in a place that you and I know that it is, you cannot. Because you cannot live in a dense, in a thief's day and say you want to imbibe in integrity. The truth is this, even while you are talking, somebody else is waiting to corrupt the child. So environment has a great role to play in imbibing integrity in your children. And before you can say you want to, make sure the environment is also right. Hello, John. Thank you for joining. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so. This is Mom of Things, and today we are talking about integrity. So environment has a great influence in it, and you cannot talk about integrity without bringing that environmental factors along with it, because you can be trying to do and another person is actually waiting. Even friends, peer pressure, there are so many things that can influence it. That integrity that you are trying, and that's why you see people that live in a slump. Sorry, they are good. When you see their lifestyle, it's hard for you to pick a good one out of it. And they will tell you, oh, this one, even in the slump, because I've had stories that maybe, oh, the parent has done great job grooming that child, and maybe something happened and they came to that environment, and that lifestyle is one thing that child has been living. When something happened, they'll say, hey, don't, oh, that one, leave him, he's our Ajebo. No, he's our Mr. Integrity, he doesn't. That is why even the environment you are, it is also important for you to make sure that integrity watchword is your national anthem in the house. Because there are days they will come and raid people. And people will say, no, don't touch him. He's not part of us. You can carry us. We've heard stories. And that is why when there is issues that involve the authorities, the people that tend to speak out for you, or people that knows you as you, tend to be the one that will deliver you from their hands, because they will be the one to tell you, no, you feel kind on that person, not be this one, or you catch the wrong person, see the person where you're supposed to catch. So if you've enjoyed this life, please broadcast it, tell people about it, and thank you, John. I appreciate the comment. Yes, integrity can change for personal growth. Yes. You can imbibe integrity for personal growth. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. And thank you for the comments. And if you've not subscribed, please, if you enjoy it and you feel that, oh, I want to subscribe, please do it. I'll appreciate. Thank you so much. And thank you for everyone that have stayed on this live. I really appreciate. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. I appreciate, and thank you for your questions. And I hope after today we'll start imbibing integrity in our children, and not only our children, also for us, because it tends to help us in our personal growth and our personal life, in our workplace. That is why you see when there are issues, there are people they don't call. They will say, no, this person, don't call this person. We know this person. And let it be that when something is happening, even in your children's schools, in church, in wherever they go, they should be able to say, we know this person. He cannot do this. She cannot do this. Let it be their watchword. And have a nice day. Thank you for joining this live. Sharon. And before I go, if you have any question, please drop it on the comment section. We'll trash it. And if you are new to Mom of Things, please, thank you for joining us. And we have exciting videos, exciting ones. My latest is how to talk about sex to your teenagers. This is one thing parents shy away from. They don't even know how to talk. Go there and learn how to start talking about sex to your children. It will help them. Don't let the street teach them. Don't let friends teach them. Don't let environment teach them, because they are not waiting to teach them more. They are only waiting to practicalize it with them. And in the process of practicalizing, it is not something you wish to go through. Thank you very much. And thank you, Kashev John. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comments. Thank you. Thank you, Favor. Thank you. Influence Integrity. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Udu. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Then not complete. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. SR Edit, thank you. I appreciate. I appreciate. I really want to say thank you for watching and stay tuned to my next live. That will be coming up on Monday, and they will be bringing another exciting topic to talk on. Please stay tuned. Thank you very much and have a nice day.